There are hundreds of protests taking place right now all over the United States and even a few in other countries. I would like to paint some pictures for you. Anna and her husband Jim are expecting their first child. They are so excited. However, they just received the news that their child has anencephaly and have been advised by their doctor to abort their pregnancy since their baby will not live more than a few days to a few weeks after birth. Susan is the single mother of 3, all of whom are under the age of 5, and despite working 2 jobs, she struggles to make ends meet. She lives well below the poverty line, and her children frequently complain of hunger. She just took a home pregnancy test, and it was positive. Grace is a vibrant 22-year-old, or at least she was until she went on a blind date a few weeks ago, or a month ago, and was date raped. If she could rewind time, she would. She is terrified to leave her home, failing her college classes, and she just realized she missed her period this month. She goes to her doctor and learns she is pregnant. Situations like these examples I have shared are complex, and due to the complexities of individual circumstances, the question of whether abortion is an option is often assumed to be complicated, even indiscernible. Applying the toddler test can help shed light on these difficult situations, expose underlying assumptions, and reveal the key question. Allow me to demonstrate. Take the first example. Let's say that Anna and Jim have a 2-year-old daughter. They just learned that she has a rare genetic defect that will claim her life in a few weeks. Can they kill her? No, of course not. Why not? Because she is human and murder is wrong. Therefore, the question is not that of a genetic defect. The issue is, what is the preborn? If their preborn child is human like that 2-year-old, then they should not kill her because of a genetic defect. What about Susan? Can she kill her 2-year-old son because she cannot adequately provide for him? Once again, we recognize this as being wrong. She cannot kill him to solve her financial problems. Therefore, if her preborn son is human, killing him is no more of a solution than killing that 2-year-old. Lastly, let's say Grace chooses to continue with her pregnancy, thinking that she can manage having a child. But now her child is 2 years old, and she realizes that each day her son looks more and more like her rapist, and it is causing her great pain. Can she kill her child to spare further psychological pain? Once again, of course she cannot. So the issue is not how the child was conceived, but what was conceived. As we have seen, the question of whether abortion should be an option comes down to one factor. What is the preborn? If the preborn are not human, no justification for abortion is necessary. But if the preborn are human, no justification for abortion is sufficient. From the science of embryology, we know that from conception, the embryo is a distinct, living, and whole human being. Philosophically, we know that there is no morally significant difference between the embryos we once were and the people we are today. Though we differ in size, level of development, environment, and degree of dependency, none of these differences justify killing us at that earlier stage and not now. My brothers are certainly larger than I am, but this does not give them a right to kill me. I am physically more developed than my 10-year-old sister, but I am not justified in inflicting harm on her. When I left my home this morning, I changed my location, but this change in location had no bearing on who I am. My 6-month-old nephew is certainly more dependent on the care of others than I am, but this does not give me the right to end his life. Abortion is the intentional killing of an innocent human being for any number of reasons: women's rights, economic hardships, and psychological pain, to name a few. Regardless of the motivation, however, abortion is unjustifiable because it ends the life of a distinct, living, and whole human being who does not differ from those of us who are born in any significant way. As the leading abortion provider in the United States, Planned Parenthood kills approximately 330,000 preborn babies every year. As proponents of human rights for all, we are here to protest the intentional slaughter of roughly 898 babies every day by Planned Parenthood, an organization that engages in the barbaric act of killing and harvesting the organs from these little babies. Because of Planned Parenthood's commitment to performing inhumane acts against the smallest class of humans, we want Planned Parenthood defeated, and ultimately abortion ended.